Hey, what is going on my dudes, it's Epic here with a quick and concise guide on how to be Anathema The Relentless in Borderlands 3's newest takedown, the Guardian Breach. The arena is split up into 5 sections, the middle center platform and the 4 surrounding it, all connected with jump pads. At the start of the fight, Anathema will begin in the middle platform and you'll have to be aware of its attacks going forward in this fight. The first one is an AoE fire kind of raining missile effect which will hit multiple parts of the platform that you're on, and if it hits you it will deal incendiary damage and launch you very high into the air. If you know that you have good survivability though, you can actually use this to your advantage to be able to rain yellow cake shots down onto Anathema below you. And I should also mention that I won't be recommending weapons or items for this fight because the meta is constantly changing and weapons that I recommend to you could be nerfed down the line. Anyway, the other attacks that Anathema has which you should be aware of are melee attacks which will deal a bunch of knockback and a bunch of damage and can easily end the fight for you, so do not do that because you definitely do not want to go back to that annoying crystal mechanic. Anathema is quite a long fight with 12 immunity phases, but if you know what you're doing it's rather simple. Each time an immunity phase is hit on the first section of Anathema's health bar, 2 of the 5 platforms will emit a red laser, and shortly after this a huge AoE radiation bubble which will kill you if it blows up with you inside of it. This is called Anathema Shadow and is the main mechanic you'll be fighting with in this encounter. In order to get away from it, it's quite simple. Just use one of the jump pads on the corner of the platforms to escape it. Just be sure not to jump into it as this will sometimes stop the pad from working properly. Once you escape the shadow, Anathema will teleport to you and then you basically rinse and repeat until you hit the next section of the health bar. Now once you get to Anathema's second health bar, for the first 3 immunity phases you will have 3 of these shadows appearing on the platforms around the arena, and then on the final immunity phase of that health bar there's actually going to be 4 of these shadows appearing on the platforms, so you're going to have to make sure that you're moving around really quickly and making sure that you have your wits about you. Now once you make it into the final health bar of Anathema, this is where shock damage is going to be dealing the most damage, and for the first 2 immunity phases of the health bar there is going to be 4 of these shadows appearing on the platforms around the arena. This is where stuff is going to get a little more intense and a lot more tricky, and you'll want to start utilizing a new technique in order to avoid them. The best way I found is to wait on the platform that the first shadow will appear on and then jump across to another platform where one is appearing on, and then right when the original one detonates, jump back to that platform in order to avoid the others. And then for the final 2 immunity phases of the health bar, there's going to be 5 of these shadows appearing around the arena. Now they won't all be appearing at the same time, which gives you enough time to move around and avoid them, especially if you're using my technique that I just told you about, but it definitely does make it a lot harder, especially when you have to watch out for all the ads around the arena. But once you've made your way through all of these 12 immunity phases and done enough damage to Anathema, it will die, and then you get your loot and the portal will open to send you to Scourge. Anyway guys, I really hope this guide helped you out. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.